I kind of quit. I was like, I don't really like Kaylee anymore. Like, kind of blame them for stuff that like wasn't even their fault. They were just trying to like love me, and I didn't know how to accept that, and I still don't know how to accept that really. My name's Raquel, Little Eagle. I go to school at the University of Montana Western in Dillon. When I first met Kaylee and Drew, I lived with my biological family, and yeah, we did a lot of stuff together. I do like the backpacking trips, and skiing is one of my favorites, honestly. We'd always be doing something fun. My family situation wasn't the best at all. I got taken by DFS, and that's when things just kind of went up and down. I definitely pushed Kaylee away more than I probably wanted to or should have. I think I just had a lot going on, and I wanted to be angry about every little thing, and them showing me that they loved me and that affection type stuff just made me really scared. And I think love is very conditional. I think that there's people over here who only love me when I give them something or when I have something that they want. And then you have Kaylee and Drew who love me, and that's kind of hard because it's what do you want?
It's not so conditional anymore.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to get used to. So I pushed them away, and a couple years later, I think I went into a group home. And in that group home, it was you had to talk about your problems. That was the only way to get out of places like that. You have to talk about stuff if you want to leave. I definitely had to reevaluate who was worth a position in my life and who wasn't. And unfortunately, my family wasn't, and Kaylee and Drew were. And I think that was when I had really started to think about stuff. And I realized that they were my family, and I didn't want to lose them. And so I had to start making it better, and I had to start apologizing and taking responsibility for my actions. I wrote these letters to them. I never gave it to them, and I still have them. And it's just an apology of just for stuff that I did, just pushing them away and stuff like that, and kind of dragged them through the mud a couple times. But they still love me and stuff, so that's cool. And I came back, and we started doing a lot more stuff together after that.
There's definitely been times where Raquel has her fun little habit of just yeah, right, you don't trying to brush off the I love yous and I love yous and I love yous. And I know there was definitely one time where I finally got to confront her, and it's just hey, what's holding you back from trusting me? What have I done to not earn your trust in this? And knowing that it's taken time, and we're still probably growing in that together, but I do genuinely love you and want you to know that, and we'll continue to communicate that to you until someday hopefully you can take me for my word.
It's a little hard. It's just not something that I'm very used to. I don't know how to get comfortable with that. So when they tell me that they love me and stuff, it's you're joking. I had a friend over once, and that didn't go too well, and I'm sitting in my room crying, and downstairs I have my own little room. It's my favorite. And Drew comes in, and he was talking to me, and he gave me a hug and said that he loved me. And so I think that was one of the times that I had definitely taken it to heart. They definitely helped me a lot. Definitely with Drew helping me buy my first car. I didn't have anyone to help me with that type of stuff. I'd probably still be in a really toxic environment if I hadn't gotten some help that I needed, and just spending time with Kaylee and Drew and doing all these different things. I think their jobs are important because they definitely change kids' lives for sure. Kids around here, they can fall into some pretty heavy stuff, and it's easy to get roped up in bad stuff and continue that lifestyle. But I think that what CLDI does is definitely helpful. There's a lot of young kids who go to like 316, and I see that and I like that because you're starting them at a young age and like teaching them about Jesus and like breakfast on Fridays, and you know, not many kids get that type of stuff. It's a little bit easier for me to express that I like kind of love them more, you know, definitely around like Father's Day and Mother's Day, you know, these two came to mind. And so me and one of the other girls, Sabrina, you know, she's like my sister, we go shopping a lot. So, you know, I'm like over here like freaking out because I'm like, what do we get Dad? Like, I don't know what to get him. What do we get Mom? And you know, like, what would she like? You know, and it's with my other family, it's very, you know, different. Whereas with Kaylee and Drew, whatever I get them, they would love. Yeah, they make me want to fight for my future and what I want to do. You know, sometimes I'll be in my car and I'm like profusely crying because I just want to be great at things. You know, I don't want to let Kaylee and Drew down with not going to school, which I know that I could like never let them down, but you know, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, Raquel, you have to go to school. So yeah, and they all hold me accountable for stuff and they make me want to do better.